Good evening, everybody. Welcome to RIT Esports versus UMD Terps. I'm your caster today, Salmon, with my co-caster here,
Flash, and we are going to be casting a best of three fearless format. So for those who maybe are a little unfamiliar, that means that the champions played in this game will not be eligible to be played in future games. So kind of like a 10 additional bans.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to make the draft a lot more interesting to watch.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay. I don't know if you guys are able to see these bans, but we're already going to see Urgot and Orianna taken away by RIT, and the response is... Oh, looks like no bans came through.
No bans came
I think
through?
they're probably communicated offline. They probably just missed the ban timer. The league's pretty finicky, and if you don't get it within that 30 seconds, they just say you didn't ban anything.
Yep.
Zai coming through as well.
Now let's look at the picks here. Was RIT having the first pick? A Dr. Mundo on the top lane, weaker on the early game, getting capitalized by Urgot from UMD.
Yep, this looks like we're going to see an Olaf and a Fury hover coming out as well. Olaf into Mundo. It's pretty Olaf favorite. Olaf with that Ragnarok.
Exactly.
That ultimate unstoppable is just going to be able to run him down in lane, can be pretty oppressive. But Dr. Mundo, that mid to late game split foot pressure along with building Warmogs, that healing that'll be able to do.
Yeah, going to be unkillable. Once pressed the ghost. Oh, very, very quick back and forth. With the Neferi picked out to UMD, countered by a Wukong and a Galio for RIT. Now, RIT is looking like a very much split the map sort of comp with the Galio able to support everywhere. While UMD Terps have this Olaf on the side, but probably looking for team fights, especially with Empress Divide coming from Azir.
Yep, looks like they're going to do a Poppy ban. I really like the Poppy ban. I want to highlight that there's a lot of dashes coming out from RIT Orange over here. Wukong, Galio, potentially Bunny's pick on the AD carry. A lot of AD carries have dashes right now, and that's going to allow them to get some space away from the Azir shuffle, from the Olaf, from the Neferi, a lot of those champions that are going to be trying to run him down. So taking that off the table for the Terps is going to be really important.
A Swain pick for the UMD.
Swain support? Is this Swain support or
Could be Swain ADC, APC, yeah, Swain BC.
Ability power carry.
Yeah.
That could be a thing, but going so... We see a lot of mages, and that's a classic Kai'Sa bot lane.
Yeah, Kai'Sa Nautilus, and we are having a Swain APC on the bot line. I do enjoy the Renata picks. That's a very great counter-engage pick coming from UMD, especially with that much engage going from RIT into trying to dive their backlines.
Yeah, no, for sure. The thing to note, though, is Renata as a champion is very much a ability, especially her ultimate is really strong. We're probably going to see Renata build items like Locket and Redemption. Redemption has a lot of utility right now in League. For those who might not be familiar, the current support meta sees a lot of supports picking that up second item because the stats it provides to the team overall, like
especially
200 HP a player in the mid game, up to 300. That's a lot. That's a difference maker in a lot of these fights, especially like champions like Olaf and Fury are going to be looking to try to like thread the needle, keep themselves alive just a little bit longer.
Yeah, and especially with Redemption, don't forget the 10% max health HP damage.
Yeah.
True damage as well.
Yeah, it's true damage.
Big area effect zoning ultimate as well.
Yeah, but with Galio here, it seems like they're going to try to be supporting Kai'Sa, not just through the mid lane and the jungle picks, but also through the way that they're playing this. Like you said, that split mash pressure, allowing Mundo to stay in the side lane while they focus with their AD carry into breaking towers and playing for objectives. There's a lot of CC that allows Kai'Sa to follow with that ultimate killer instinct and getting her to reposition. The scary part, though, is that Azir shuffle, that Swain grab, that pull. All these different mechanics allow University of Maryland to just kind of catch that AD carry and kill her really fast. So
and once Kai'Sa's down the board, I don't see that much more damage coming out from RIT.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the tanks on RIT's side, we have a Mundo, we have a Nautilus, and a Galio. Three really tanky champions that have damage in their kit, but they're not damage dealers. That's not their primary goal. Mundo is going to be this juggernaut in the side lane, and he can force 1v1s, but he just really isn't this typical team fighting champion the same way that Olaf, Neferi, Azir. Overall, University of Maryland, I do like the flexibility of their draft. But if Azir falls behind, their objective taking power stalls.
Exactly. The risk of taking up swing, especially after even seeing the Galio's mid lane, you might win bot lane early since it is definitely a stronger, a more oppressive bot lane. But you do lack that objective taking damage like you said earlier.
Yeah, the DPS the AD carries provide is a lot of the reason that we see them continuing to stay in meta, especially in high MMR. Because if you don't have those tools, it's hard to force objectives like the Baron Nashor and Otacon, the new objective this season, that just are so tanky, have more than like 12 to 13,000 HP. And if you don't have a player dishing 500 to 600 damage a second, you just really cannot get those objectives down before your opponent are able to punish you by either rotating or taking multiple turrets across the map.
Right. And I will have to say here, we do have to note that both teams' primary damage dealer, the Azir and the Kai'Sa, both can exploit the use of Zhonya's.
Yeah.
So Zhonya's this game will be probably a priority build for both Azir and Kai'Sa, since they both essentially are the primary damage source of the team and can use Zhonya as an item.
Yeah. We'll probably see Kai'Sa picking up Zhonya's third. I'd expect the traditional start of Static Shiv into Rage Blade, followed by Nashor's Tooth. That's a pretty formulaic Kai'Sa build that we see across the board. The question for me, though, is with this Galio pick. Are we going to see AP Galio in the sense like, are you going to be picking up those AP items, or are you picking up the tank Galio that we've seen in the past, going for the Sunfire, going for the Merc Tread boots into this game? Are we going to see the Rift Maker? Like, are we going to see that kind of tank healing Galio that we see a lot, or is it going to be more of an AP pick?
If I would have to be, in my opinion, right, I would say a traditional tank Galio would have more effect here, especially with UMD picking up Swain as their APC and the other damage dealer being primarily AP damage from Azir as well. Yeah. So I would actually prefer to see a tank Galio in the presence. Yeah,
no, for sure. I think tank Galio has a lot of power, but we're seeing really important rune and summoner spell choice here. I don't know if you viewers at home are able to see this yet, which is the use of teleport. Galio has opted out of taking teleport, which affects his ability to be in a side lane and able to rotate the plays in the mid to late game, really relying on that grand entrance to be there for fights. And that ability has a really long cooldown.
Exactly. Now, it is going to be easier for UMD to play the macro here, especially with 3 TPs on their team. 3 TPs, Olaf, Azir, and Swain. All 3 of them have TP, while only Mundo have TP on the RIT side.
Yeah. The thing, though, popularized by like TikTok, Instagram, and a lot of those other things, is the split pushing Mundo. Just push, push, push. As long as you are in the side lane, just continue to do that exact thing of getting down as many towers as you can. And I think we'll see that come out from Mundo on the side of RIT. But if Mundo doesn't hit those item power spikes on the same timers as Olaf, or close to the same item timers, he's just not able to do those objectives.
Exactly.
In any reasonable amount of time, he's just not really a threat. If he's tanky enough with enough HP, I just don't think Olaf has a lot of kill threat unless Mundo overextends.
Yes. Let's hope for Dr. Mundo on the top line.
Dr. Mundo on the top line.
Let him go where he pleases. Let him go where he pleases.
Yeah. So we're in this game right now. I want to talk about the rune choices. And I want to ask you, like, with the spell book, we've seen it a lot in Worlds. For those who don't know, Worlds right now is the professional circuit that's going on. And we're seeing Summoner Spellbook taken. Why should Renata Glass take Summoner Spellbook over other rune choices in a game like this?
Since Summoner Spellbook, right, it's not a very battle or combat heavy runes, right? And with the current meta, especially as a support, you don't really need that much combat power in lane, especially if you're planning to roam, which I think by taking the choice of Spellbook, the support is going to be roaming around. The Spellbook allows you to swap out your different primary keystones to primary summoner spells to match the situation that you're in. So for example, they might be switching to an exhaust when in a fight or switching to a TP when there's an objective to be taken. And now we're jumping back straight into the game. We have everybody.
Yeah. I think the thing to keep in mind for this game particularly is going to come down to how do we position both these teams towards these objective fights, right?
Yeah.
They want to come at it from two different angles. I on this think that RIT is going to try to come from more a pincer mechanism, right? We got the Wukong, we've got the Nautilus, we got Galio. We can kind of come in from different angles into this fight while Mundo is splitting and pulling pressure. Meanwhile, the side of Maryland, they kind of want to do that front to back. If anything, keep Galio away from Swain, or even keep Swain in the middle of them and just like suck off everyone, get so much healing. And we're already seeing.
Yeah, we're already seeing strong pressure from the APC bot lane Swain pick on the UMD side, pressuring the bot lane. And a little bit more chip damage coming from top, but actually Mundo, that's a situation Mundo want to be in, able to farm under his tower for free.
Yeah, so Mundo did take a lot of defensive rune choices, both taking the Ghost here, importantly enough, Flash not super useful, and opting into taking Biscuits. And we're just seeing early trades coming out from the Galio here, and Taunt going through. And with the passive, Galio's passive is just so strong. Ooh, nice sidestep coming out from Azir as well. And we're just kind of seeing the laners feel each other out.
Yep.
What is your skill to compare to mine? How are you playing this matchup? And just kind of getting into the feel with this game early on.
Ooh, nice set from Bunnies to dodge the swing E.
Yep. Both junglers, though, positioning themselves for potential bot lane play. Scuttle Crabs, super important. And Wukong might not be able to contest this Scuttle Crab given his bot lane situation.
Yeah, they
with this
definitely
lane.
do not have bot lane prio. I think the first Scuttle Crab is going to go to UMD. But keep in mind, the first Scuttle Crab is very important in terms of vision, but it does give a lot less money and XP compared to the later Scuttle spawn. So it is not the end of the world if it lets loose to the first Scuttle.
Yeah. And, I mean, losing one Scuttle is okay, and I think Wukong recognizes this. He recognizes he doesn't have the prio. He runs top. He's going to try to help there. Meanwhile, in the top side, so much damage. The sidestep, the Ghost used by both of them. He has the Q.
Oh, he has the Q. Will he be able to live? He will not. Oh, first blood given to UMD.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of a haphazard choice from the Mundo trying to fight the Olaf at level 4 when...
Without the ultimate, it's pretty hard as Mundo to fight there, right?
Exactly.
I mean, he doesn't have so much HP, and looks like Olaf going for that early Vamp Scepter.
Yep, especially with the Olaf increased Omni Vamp when at low health.
Oh, under 200 HP.
Yep, that's a bad trade for RIT.
Yeah, so as these junglers kind of settle into this close to the 5-minute mark, how do you expect to see the rest of this go? It looks like Nautilus
is just trying to push out a little bit.
Back.
Yeah.
But Kai'Sa doesn't have teleport. She can't really match the Swain. Swain can crash this recall. Oh, it doesn't even need a recall. He just can continue to
he can just keep pushing. He can just keep pushing. Yeah,
that's going to be a very low play within the first 5 minutes.
Exactly. I think they might try to be looking for a vision from bot lane into the tribe, tribush down there.
Yep. First dragon is on the map now. It's at 5 minutes. Both junglers continuing the farm, and all of the wave prio seems to be in favor of University of Maryland. They've done a really good job, and not going to be able to cancel that. Nautilus able to get out just barely, and a first plate splitting between the bot lane of Maryland, but strong gold lead.
Yeah,
already seeing 12 CS and Galio gonna get
connect,
gonna get everything. Auto attack.
Will it be
able
to force the E out? Yeah. So I think the bot lane XP and gold experience is gonna be a key role in the next dragon fight if UMD choose to go for it.
Yeah. The question I have for you, though, is does UMD put more resources into securing dragons in this bot side, or do they make sure they secure off their top lane pressure, too? They have an Olaf. He has early laning pressure. Do they look to get this? And as we're going to go down here in the bot lane, we're already seeing them position around this dragon. So
skirmishing maybe potentially happening in bot lane. I think both team wants to go for this dragon.
Yep. And it looks like we're going to see Max already going to get some pressure. They're both level 5. Level 6 is available for Galio and from the Fury, where we hit that 5:30 timer around where mid laners are going to start hitting level 6. So as this continues to go, will this change?
We can't see much right now, but we can confirm that Neferi is on the Drake. I think, and I don't see Galio around it or anywhere near it. I think they're just going to give it up and try to set up for grubs.
Yeah. I mean, as they continue to set up for grubs, this is going to be another objective. The way this game is going, it's going to be really important to secure these early objectives for Maryland. They have a lead. If they can get those early objectives, it's going to put them in a really strong position for...
nice good connect counter the Nautilus. Flash ignite onto from the Nautilus expanded, but I don't think they're able to push anywhere further.
So with that going on, we're going to see Nautilus and Kai'Sa have to respect. They know the Fury's here. This could be a dive angle given the fact that they don't have 6, but I think they're going to respect it.
Both
taking some good damage.
Still up for Kai'Sa. And as we can see, Drag go first Infernal Drake going to UMD. Now the Fury is rotating in RIT's bot side jungle and trying to look for some potential invade, taking RIT's chickens. Top lane a little bit more skirmish around the Mundo and Olaf.
But yeah, it's currently top lane. Olaf already getting early pressure, but keep in mind about that CS. It looks even, but Mundo's going to pick up a wave. He's going to maintain a pretty healthy HP advantage, and the fact that he still has ultimate, he doesn't have to worry about too much. He's got 2 ruby crystals in this top side, and they're trying to position themselves for grubs, but...
with the taunt connects into the out instant, less than 1.5 seconds. A CC into another CC into another CC. The Pika 1106 cannot move, but will they able to lead?
It's going to be the Ragnarok coming out from Olaf. Olaf continues to auto them down. Galio's in the middle of it. They're going to get the CC, but Swain, he is here. The AP carry is in the middle of it. Olaf's going to walk his way out. Both of them are kiting away. They're trying to stall out the Swain ultimate.
Olaf
but he keeps ticking on them. He keeps sucking and healing. They have no teleports. Kai'Sa is able to mark. Kai'Sa on the backside is going to get Olaf down. Olaf is going to be able to fall here as Galio repositions. He goes in. He's not able to get
taunt connects. Taunt connects. Huge feat of warfare going to RIT. That is a beautifully executed fight. An early pick onto the jungler, making sure to play slow for the other team, for the RIT bot lane to rotate to match the UMD's rotate, and clean execution of the killer instinct on the Kai'Sa, secure the kill on their on their backline, and get the grubs as well as the feat of warfare.
Yeah, importantly enough, though, Wukong got 2 kills. That's going to accelerate him towards that Trinity Force power spike, which is a really big tempo changer for Wukong.
This is also especially good for them, since we talked about earlier in the draft phase that RT is probably going to split the map, and with the power of 3 grubs under their belt, they're going to be able to split it very, very fast.
Yeah, look at Mundo though. Mundo is rushing tons of Giants belts here. He's just trying to get as much HP as he can to take advantage of his passive. He does increase damage based on missing HP. And looks like Renata going in there.
Empress Divide!
They're going to get 2 of them.
3 taunt? Only able taunt 2. Unable to save the... Flash has to expand.
They're going to play it slow. The ultimate comes out from the Neferi. Wukong looking for something here, but he's just going to have to walk away.
Yeah, that's a unfortunate catch by... the Nautilus unfortunately caught by UMD there. That's
Zero found some extra.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm going to catch the support, and found an entire Galio hiding out of vision.
Exactly. Now, Galio doesn't have any sums, but still have Hero's Entrance.
Yeah, that's going to be really important, though, right? We have that next objective is going to be Dragon, and making sure he keeps that. Bot side.
Wukong's looking at something bot. Also able to connect.
Connects, though.
But Renata Glass able to ult him away.
Killer Instinct.
Able to get their APC out, but I think Renata Glass is going to have to fall. And kill is given to the Nautilus.
Nautilus picks up the kill there, and you really want to see Kai'Sa get as many of those kills as possible, right? We're trying to get her to be the carry. And it looks like an itemization towards Kraken Slayer for that first item pickup. And TP coming out from Swain, going to pick up as much of the CS, already maintaining a 10 CS lead bot.
Yep. The gold advantage is not very big here right now, but we do have to note that the bot lane is pretty even.
Yeah. Mid lane, picking up the first itemization, coming out with the Nashor's Tooth, right?
Ooh.
Really critical for Azir. A lot of damage, gets to take full advantage of the Nashor's passive, along with the attack speed, just amplifying those soldiers so much.
Storm Surge coming from RIT's Galio. That is an unexpected pick. I thought it was going to go tank earlier, but I guess it's trying to supplement the AP damage that RIT might be a little lacking.
Yeah, I think they're kind of pivoting their team comp with the Wukong here to really catch and nuke people, right? Get that pick
Exactly.
and look to reposition for objectives. And as that continues throughout the game, going for that additional AP will help it. Interesting enough, though, Aftershock as a rune made me think differently.
Exactly. Maybe Aftershock is required for the early laning phase to make sure he doesn't get burst down.
Yeah, that's for sure.
A contest on the bot side, River Grubs, maybe setting up for the second drag of the game.
Look at the ultimates on cooldown right now.
Yeah, Renata Glass doesn't have ultimate, but Nautilus does have ultimate. Oh, will he be able to catch?
Able to get the
taunt? Is a blast cone away.
Yeah, that looks good though.
Empress Divide is ready.
Pulled in from one of them. Max getting pushed away. They're just posturing. The dragon is doing some good damage here. And with Olaf boxing,
Nala is expanded out, but cancelled by the
and the grand entrance is here for both of them, and they're gonna get some massive non-attack, and that's gonna be it dying. Meanwhile,
Empress Divide coming in, not able to connect anybody.
Divide will pick up one, will not find the other. Meanwhile, Bunnies is kind of for his life, trying to stay alive. He's gonna flash away. The flash coming forward from the Fury. He's 1 HP. And the Killer Instinct keeps them at 1. Meanwhile, Galio's here.
The dogs are getting him. The bleed is able to go. The bleed is was able to finish up the Kaisa there. That was
ooh, good spacing coming out from Spod here.
He is not aware that he was spotted by On Vision.
Yeah, and we're gonna already go towards the second dragon spawn, and we're gonna see both teams reset. So many tools used. The question is, do they rotate their Galio without TP? Because they don't have TP here. Already both laners from the side of Maryland, the Swain is recalled. Azir's already back on the map. They're going to have bot prio. They're going to have mid prio. They can look to take this dragon.
Yeah. If I were them, I would not try to contest this Drake. I think it's maybe try to get mid tower tier 1 first, or try to get advantage otherwhere on the map. I think they have already got this dragon secured.
Yeah, and top lane, I like to say that even though Olaf did proxy, he's still down by about 15 CS. Like, Mundo's doing a great job here with that Warmog's pickup is really scary. Max being super aggressive here, supported by his mid laner and his support, and they're just going to use this tempo to secure and clear vision.
Yep. They are spot on vision in the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, and Pika using as much as he can to look and see. Spots them out, has the red trinkets, and they're going to look to collapse. He secures the dragon 1-for-1. Nautilus
not the hook connects.
Massive ultimate comes out from Swain, though.
Oh,
Swain will fall.
hostile takeover.
Alive a little longer as the Fury, the Empress Divide. It's 3. Nautilus hits onto the little dogs, and they do nothing here. The ultimate
reset coming up.
Is coming out. They're hiding away from their own Nexus. Bunnies and Galio, they're able to secure the kill. It's 1-for-1 on them. Meanwhile, Max is with Azir here trying to duke it out. They're able to find the dragon and find their way out of this fight, maintaining of about 2,000 gold lead.
Yep. It was a bit greedy there by the Neferi, trying to go for more there when the Nautilus was still in the jungle, still have his CC up, but it's probably because lack of vision.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't know all of the tools still left, and the most important thing is next we're going to see Galio play around Grand Entrance. The cooldown is up once more.
Yep. I think Max is already looking for the Max is looking for the crabs and potentially into a Herald here.
Yeah. I mean, Herald with the mid lane, Kaisa's there, right? She's going to have that additional damage. She has really strong wave clear. This is when AD carry is trying to start transitioning to being as good, if not better, than mages, because they can just use some of their abilities, but they're auto damage.
Oh, with the
Ghost popped from Olaf here.
No one contests the Rift Herald, able to secure.
Yeah, with that confirmation, Olaf knows that the Wukong's top, and they're just going to look to take some camps, punish something here.
Yeah, Feet of Strength going to RIT.
Yep, that's going to be that third objective picked up for them. And the posturing in this bot side red.
Nautilus looking to.
Ooh.
Yeah, Nautilus looking to.
Oh, Swain goes on to Max, though. That's going to be an ultimate coming down. The Grand Entrance will hit up one, but look on the backside. It's going to be Azir. The flash comes out. Killer Instinct. They're going to pick up another kill for themselves. But Nefuri gets knocked up by the Nautilus ultimate. They're going to hit onto the Renata. Yeah. The burst damage comes through. A double kill for Galio. They turn their eyes onto the Azir, and he just has to watch as his team falls. Emperor's Divide still available.
The Nautilus ult on the Neferi every time has to force Neferi out of the fight with his W. It's actually creating a lot of space for RIT. You know, the Neferi, they have recognized the Neferi being one of the strongest current damage dealers, and be able to lock him down before the fight. It's really crucial to how RIT is winning these fights right now.
Yeah, look at the kills on Maryland right now. Look where the gold is. The gold is on that Fury. Buying time for RIT's carries that do damage is what's giving them the difference in these fights. I mean, 2,000 gold lead is not game ending.
Yep. Is Mundo going to try to fight for this Olaf?
They're going to fight here. He still has ultimate and is still at half HP. The Ragnarok is popped.
Especially with the Warmog, it's a bad trade for Olaf.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, Wukong is able to come up. Will he be able to catch? Ragnarok expanded by UMD.
Yeah, and with that, they're going to see and punish. They're going to take this red buff. They're going to posture in the red side. The question is, can RIT rotate in? Oh, Kaisa,
huge collapse.
Looking for something. He tries to get over the wall.
He did eat away. He did eat out. He did manage to eat out.
Kaisa going back bot. Ooh. Could we see the tower die here?
Yeah,
he's going to keep hitting him.
Oh, huge demolish proc.
He loses 2,000 HP, and he's just going to regen it up in the next 15 seconds.
Mundo goes where he pleases.
Push, push, push.
I know.
And
next objective spawning is Otacon, which is going to be spawned bot lane in this game.
Yeah, so with Otacon being that next really important objective, we want to see them rotate a player. I want them to take advantage of Olaf. They're going to be hitting that 2-item power spike soon. We're hitting 20 minutes. We got to see Maryland not just match forever.
Yeah.
The first tower is very important. That is gold, but eventually you need to take advantage of Olaf being able to run in and just be a menace in these team fights. And, oh, some great damage from Galio coming out early.
The Crit Bloom first item choice by the Renata Glass is a very interesting choice.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to secure a kill into healing so that they can just make sure they keep as much of that alive as Max is going to see the ultimate come down as Galio is here. They're trying to find as many. They will taunt onto them. The Berserk, though, keeping their AD carry, their APC alive a little longer. He's going to fall. 2,000 HP.
Not
Galio
damage.
Picks it up. Another one. And another. The bot lane of Maryland is dead. Entrances one after another, but Pika is here. He's trying to go through. He's going to find a kill in the flash. The Killer Instinct from Bunnies is going to keep him alive and healthy. And with that, that will be the second dragon for RIT.
RIT is definitely way better at rotating and gathering all their resources in one spot. The speed of the rotate is definitely faster than UMD. They're able to catch targets before UMD is able to react.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on the money. I mean, look at that fight. There was 2 members of UMD versus about 4 to 5 from RIT. I mean, Mundo wasn't in that fight, but they were still able to just know the location of their opponents and be like, hey, we have numbers here. Yeah. We can look to force this. And picking up Otacon off that fight with losing 0 pressure, it's going to give them a really strong gold lead.
Yeah. Can we check how many petals RIT have right now?
I believe RIT should be sitting around 25 to maybe 30 petals. But with the second tower going down to Mundo, he is just picked up over 1,000 gold for his team.
Yeah. Right now, RIT is looking like a 5K go around a 4.5.
Oh, Renata Glass caught out. They're going to get the blast cone, but Max is here. They're trying to stay alive. Flash is going to be dropped from Viet Mike, and you just hate to see that happen.
The Bluetooth auto special.
You hate it. You hate it. Especially on champions like Wukong. You just don't realize how much damage those auto attacks do, especially that empowered Q.
Yeah, and it reduces your armors as well.
Yeah. So as this game transitions towards that 25-minute mark, the Baron comes on. How can Maryland look to position themselves back in this game? RIT is in the driver's seat. Is Maryland just lost? Is there nothing that they can do?
It is definitely going to be a difficult fight, especially with the composition that RIT have. And Otacon already going.
Oh, they're going to look to go in. Massive ultimate onto Azir. Azir is going to be able to try to do as much damage as it can as the grand entrance comes through. Will knock up 2, but look who falls. It's going to be UMD turning this around with a shutdown onto Galio, picking up a kill on not just the support, but also the mid laner of RIT. And with that, they look to turn the fight, using the TP from both top laners. And Olaf, he was there. He did some serious damage with that Ragnarok.
I think the trick with UMD is that their Olaf need to be there for the fight.
Yeah.
Right there, Olaf was there for the fight, and the surprise TP from the surprise tower rose from Azir definitely also put in a massive amount of work there.
Yeah, no, Azir's passive raising that tower, it's misleading. You think, oh yeah, it hits minions, not hitting that hard, but all of a sudden, 3, 4, 6, maybe even 800 damage onto you, and it's just continuing to rack up while you're still trying to look for the kill. And it can be really, really devastating in those fights, and we just saw it right there.
Yeah, and especially when Nautilus was tanking the tower there too. Yeah,
Nautilus is a champion that's pretty gold dependent, right? He needs that gold for those tanky stats, and when Nautilus falls behind, he's one of those supports that's misleadingly not that tanky.
And you do see the Crypt Bloom come in clutch there.
Yeah,
I was doubting the Crypt Bloom.
You doubted him.
I doubted him.
Vita Mike is like, put some respect on my name.
I doubted him. I doubted him. I thought a Redemption would just be straight up better, but hey, apparently it made it work.
I think he's going to go Redemption next.
Oh, yeah? Especially the Kindle Gem sitting on there?
No, that might be Locket.
Oh.
I don't think Redemption... No, Redemption doesn't build out of the Kindle Gem. It's definitely going to be a Locket.
Yeah. No, Redemption does build out of the Kindle Gem.
Fuck, I don't play support. My bad.
No.
I thought it built out of the mana regen item, but you know, I think you're right.
Yeah, the Redemption doesn't get any mana regen there. It's a yeah.
Okay, so with that going to these wave states, how is this going to look with a minute on Dragon or just a minute out?
You really don't want to give RIT Soul Point, but I'm not sure if you are able to fight this. Both teams have all of their ultimate ability up.
Yeah. Ooh, they're going to look to catch something here, but look, Swain is caught up between everyone. The Ragnarok is here, though, but look at the Olaf. He's autoing everyone. He's going to keep that procced up. Meanwhile, they're looking to run away, run out the Ragnarok, run out everything. They find the kill on him for free, and with that,
I think Drake has to be given. Look at Mundo on the bottom.
Mundo
is pushing and he's taking down those towers.
Oh, they find Pyke though. Pika is inside the middle of this. Renata Glass trying to keep them alive. He runs down. They will end up falling as the Berserk comes through. They're going to be hitting each other. And flash forward comes down the AD carry with a massive 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold shutdown onto the Neferi.
Yeah, and then the Galio picks up that ace, though. That's some much-needed gold for the side of Maryland. The RIT with a dominant fashion from Mundo, rotating in, being like, don't worry, guys, I got it.
Yeah,
one auto attack, boom!
He meant business.
Hey, he's got the push skin with the phone out.
Yep, he meant business.
The thing I've noticed in these fights is Mundo actually's passive is, like, never procced.
Yeah,
he's like never getting his passive procced.
And the only thing that really can proc his passive is Renata, maybe Swain E, and Azir R.
Yeah, I mean, those targets are just... Mundo's always showing up in the fight in a way when those abilities are in cooldown because other members of RIT are forcing them out early.
Yeah, he's someone of the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Oh, Medjai's.
Medjai's from Galio is a really aggressive itemization choice, but with the lead that RIT have, I totally understand it. And it looks like he's going to find something with it. And
ooh, Storm Surge.
Oh,
damn.
Lightning strikes twice.
They got popped like a creeper.
I haven't heard that one before.
Well, now you have heard.
But now I guess I will.
Oh, look at where Nautilus is. Maybe they're looking to collapse on their top lane.
Yeah,
Look at where the RIT is on the minimap.
Oh, he
Nautilus
finds him
is
here.
able to
He's
root
gonna
him.
auto him. And with that root, they has the ultimate. He could force that out.
Yeah, but the Nautilus are not able to connect a hook on him because all his little...
The dogs.
The dogs. 2 items on the
Oh,
fairy
Galio,
getting caught.
Galio.
Oh my
And lightning strikes again.
God.
Galio is just on a mission. He's like, guys, I'm going to show you the power of Mage Eyes. Watch me just go kill someone else.
18 stacks. 18 stacks.
And look at that other itemization choice that he has. He has that like magic pen with no members of UMD having MR. There's so much magic pen and so much value that he has that he's just able to just absolutely
He's doing true damage. Free Baron going to RIT. This game is looking more and more difficult for UMD to crawl back, especially with like over 10k gold lead counted in Otacon buff. That's another probably 3k gold lead on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, interesting enough though, Mundo built Heartsteel in this game. I just don't think he's fighting enough people for it to be worthwhile.
I think he just wants to hit a clink.
The audio sound is
it's necessary.
But
it's necessary.
What's the bruiser item that gives you increased AD based on missing HP? I think would be a much more advantageous choice.
Yeah. I believe that's
I don't play
legit. I forgot. It's 2,800 gold. I know and build out of 2 tunnelers. That's
Bunnies does hit something here. But he just has to respect. He knows that Swain has so many stats. Ooh, itemization from Swain. Looks like we're going to see the Relic Shield come through.
Yeah, maybe Jack shows?
Jack show?
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, they're all spotted out.
Yeah.
And
they're looking for... No, they're connected.
Oh, they're going to go on to Swain, though. Swain is knocked up. He's going to be hiding around the wall. But look who's here. It's Ragnarok. One after another. He stays alive. He just runs away. And the Zir with the multi-man shuffle. One after another. And so much damage coming out from the tower. They fall. But look who's here. It's like 7,000 HP on Mundo.
They got their front line, but they were not able to kill the Kai'Sa, just free hitting everywhere. And Mundo is roaming the place like he owns this.
Such a great fight from UMD. It looked like a great angle, but there's too much gold in the pockets of RIT to steal away that fight and look to turn the game. And with that, RIT just take the Nexus Towers with 28-13 at 60,000 gold. Strong game one performance.
Yeah, very strong game. The hostile takeover from the Mundo onto the Renata is what we're talking about this game.
Dude, that Galio is just like, he's like, I'm going to get red trinket, I'm going to hide in a bush, I'm just going to blow people up, just one after another.
Dude.
First the Renata, then I saw Pika die on the Fury, I was like, oh no.
You gotta respect the Magi's.
It's an aggressive choice because if you die once, you lose over 10 stacks. That's 40 ability power. That's 800 gold that you're losing. And without that, your Magi's itemization just falls off a cliff. You really need to keep the stacks once you purchase Magi's.
Yeah, he was so ahead. He doesn't even need to buy Rabadons.
No, the overall AP that he had, he just like the gold investment of Rabadons was too high. He just was like, if I get Magi's, I get more kills. More damage. It worked flawlessly.
He is assured that the game will end within 10 minutes or 5 minutes, which it did after he purchased Magi's.
Yeah, no, I was really happy to see the performance coming out from Galio. Spa did an incredible job. I do want to highlight though, we joked about it a lot with the Mundo, right? Like pushing around, but he pulled a lot of pressure, right? Even in the fights that RIT didn't look like they were dominating in, they were able to just force Olaf repeatedly to match Mundo. Because the moment they didn't match it, he got a top tower, he got a bot tower. He also, that fight that they did make a look, he got the bot tower, then rotated mid.
Exactly. Like these side lane tier 2 towers, 700 gold each.
Yeah, it's
700 gold each. You can buy like half an item from that if you're a supporter.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, really strong performance from RIT. And going into the second game, we're going to see Fearless. All those champions that we just saw are not playable again.
Yep.
Do you think UMD changes up their approach, drafting that Control Mage APC style? or do we see a traditional marksman duel in the bot lane?
I think we'll see a traditional marksman doing the bot lane. I think they recognize the weak point of having APC, especially like a swaying APC where it needs to get into the action. That may be a more dangerous pick than compared to something like a Ziggs. And even if you have a Ziggs, you probably want to have some sort of other consistent AD damage, like a Yone, somewhere around the map. But yeah, I personally did not like the APC choice on the Sway. So I think they will pivot to a marksman.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on the money there. I think picking up a traditional marksman pick, and I think in that game, a champion like I know it's easy hindsight 2020, right? But Yunara would have been another champion that not only would have been great into the Nautilus and Kaisa lane, but also has so much movement and disengage into champions like Galio. Also, Xayah was banned, but there is champions that function very similarly to the Xayah Kaisa, like that caster AD carry. Zeri was still open. We could have seen that come through. We also could have seen them take the aggressive angle of pick the Ashe, try to bully out the Kaisa, take advantage of the range that they did have. Or even Draven Renata, another strong bot lane.
What if they pick out the Caitlyn Karma?
Caitlyn Karma, you're right. It's a really oppressive bot lane. I actually rather see Caitlyn Lux, given the way that we saw Renata play in that game.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
Renata clearly is pretty confident on playing these champions, and I think Lux gives them some more agency. I was kind of noticing throughout that game that Renata was kind of like forced to get vision by herself because her team was just so focused on like pushing a wave and recalling. They wouldn't like be willing to walk with her to get vision. And I didn't see a lot of really strong vision coming out from UMD's solo laners. It was really kind of just relying all on their support to be like vision everything. Like
you gotta spend the $75. All right,
do it once or twice, man. It's a big deal.
I know $75 a lot, right? I know
that's a cannon minion.
Just smite it from the laners.
When you're playing support spellbook that takes smite.
Yeah, spellbook. Smite it from the laners. Is this a pink ward tax?
Pink ward tax, yeah.
Pink ward tax.
I mean, as we look into game 2, it's going to be interesting to see if they do a massive shift in draft philosophy for UMD. Because outside of the there was they had a theme going on, which was kind of like, it seemed like matching what RIT was doing. And while that does work, I think at this level of play, it's more important that you play your own game.
Yeah, you got to develop your own identity.
You can't play someone else's game and expect to win. But maybe this is like the preferred style of that split push, play that 4-1 double mage.
Yeah.
But it kind of seemed that wasn't really their forte.
Their draft choices doesn't like it. I think they're trying to go for a direct counter to what RIT is trying to do, and maybe neglected a little bit of their in-game like champion synergies, right?
Yeah. I mean, with this going further, and Fearless being a factor, I'm interested to see the mid lane matchup. There's a lot of mid laners that are prio in this like Diamond plus MMR, right? Like the Orianna, we saw that banned away. People are playing Ryze, LeBlanc. It's been repeatedly picked. Aurora, we've seen a few games of that. Funny enough, Orianna is maybe not the move. For those who follow Worlds, that was not an interesting matchup to see, down 20 CS in a plate at 15 minutes. But
one champ I don't want to see either of them pick. Jarvan.
The 0% win rate champion at Worlds right
now? No, they
now?
won one. I think they won one. It's like one. I think it's 1-9 right now.
Oh, God forbid. They won a game. They won a game on the J4.
Yeah, I played a game. I saw the Clash game the past weekend. I saw my enemy team play Jarvan. I was like, free win.
I mean, it's not the strongest champion right now. I do think that both these junglers play a very like bruiser or even like engage style jungler that does a lot of work for them. I mean, Max, we saw the Wukong. We could see Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao is a super priority pick.
Yes,
and a lot of teams like him because similar to J4, he's he can be a low gold econ jungler in the sense that you don't need a ton of gold in him for him to do a job in a fight. He can still get a knockup and get a displacement.
Yeah, and a good thing about Xin Zhao is that it's one of the great picks for jungler that can go like if you need an early pick that gonna get counter picked, right? If you have to pick early to make sure that your team can counter pick them, like a neutral jungler such as Xin Zhao will be a great first pick.
Yeah. Especially if you're already convinced that your opponent's gonna have a pretty strong time into you, going Xin Zhao is great. Another option that just came to mind is shifting away from like these typical junglers that we see at Worlds to like the more solo queue focused, like the Kindreds, like the Diana jungles, like these things that like aren't traditional in like the competitive 5v5 scene, but like the people who won Trick can just really perform well on.
Yeah, but we should also expect them just banning those away,
Oh, okay. Well, dang, yeah. You just ban it. You're good at this.
You see the 2.4 million mastery like Kindred, you ban that.
If you have 2.4 million mastery points, like I'm sorry, like what are you doing? Like
I actually know a guy who had like about that much on Echo.
Boy was playing Echo top in 2015. Like
no, I don't know. He played started playing at the same time I did. He just never played any other champion. He just played Echo the entire time.
So as soon as you ban him off Echo, he's like Iron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Oh God. Bro probably plays Echo mid too, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does.
He's like, oh man, if I don't kill them in the first 5 minutes, the lane is over.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
And you're like, what? So I just like when he has to take Halo Blades and just like he's on you and he goes boink, boink, boink. And if he doesn't do that, he loses.
Hey, shout out. If you're watching, shout out.
Oh my gosh. I mean, with the Zero off the table, I kind of think that they're gonna run a more early game focused mid laner. I'd love to see Orianna picked up if it makes it through the ban phase.
How do you feel about Syndra?
Strong mid laner. Syndra, Ahri right now are some of the best mid laners in solo queue. They're doing a great job. Syndra kind of has lower agency than Ahri, right? She can't really start fights herself, but her overall damage and that scaling factor that she has through her stacks, it's hard to match.
Do you see we're gonna see some like traditional control mages like Syndra or Victor seeing this match?
I would say no on the Victor, but I could definitely see the Syndra. I actually am a really strong advocate for Ahri mid. I think she's a really good neutral and blind pick.
Yeah.
And like, yes, some people in the background are nodding their heads, and I'm sure those in chat are probably also aware that Ahri is just one of those mid laners that right now in the meta, and it's been like this for the past 2 years, is she can play most matchups and go even, if not like down 10 CS.
You can't really kill her. It's too much dashes.
She has too much escapability and survivability, and she's also one of the few mid laners who use a mage who can play really comfortably in the side lane.
Exactly.
Like, it's definitely a problem. We haven't seen her played much at Worlds due to the other priority picks being more important.
Yeah.
But we also haven't seen game 5s yet. And
true,
like
all BO1s.
It's a lot of BO1s. So people are just like focusing on what is really, really strong. So as we continue with this is a best of 3, game 2 right now, I would love to see an Ahri pick up, especially with the way that these junglers play, very much kill oriented, and you can always follow an Ahri up. You can have Nocturne Ahri is just like a really solid choice. Nocturne might be a little too one-dimensional for some of these teams.
You might have to like pick Nocturne a little later in the
you might have to pick it later, but Ahri can just flex with a lot of things. It's also a great option if you're playing something like the Braum Lucian bot lane. Like that's the bot lane that we've seen in all levels of play do quite well. It's a classic, right? When Braum came out, people were like, oh, Lucian, dude, those champions are going to work so well together. Before really the Lucian Nami thing was super oppressive, but Braum Lucian, Ahri is another one of those champions who can just like, the way her ult works, those dashes, can just like really easily find and follow on engages.
Yeah, with the resets on kills as well.
Yep. And
very flexible and very agile.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about this mid lane. We talked a lot about like the AD carry. What about top? I feel like we need to dive a little deeper into like what do we see this matchup and how we see this matchup going forward, because we saw a solo kill, first blood,
Yeah,
for the Olaf. I mean, that's a statement.
Yep, I think that's also a misplay by the RIT side, right? I think they're overconfident in Mundo's ability in early phases, and UMD is able to capture that. Like, it looks like a close fight, but it's actually not. I think the UMD top laner knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on the money on that. I guess the question is, do we see a stylistic choice? Like, are they going to switch from playing these one-on-one sort of side lane champions, or do we see more team fight focus? Do we see some Camille's, Cassantes? Do we see Aatroxes come around? Jax? I mean, those are some strong top lane names.
Yeah, I would love to see an Aatrox. I'm an Aatrox enjoyer. I would love to see an Aatrox. And he seems like a bruiser type player, so I'm definitely thinking like maybe. I don't think Cassante will be in the match. Hey,
200 years, man.
They nerfed him so hard.
What do you mean nerfed him? Did you see him at Worlds? The champion just kills people. 300 true damage on his W, dude. Cuts right through you.
I play Cassante.
You're like, please don't nerf him again.
Yeah, don't nerf him again, bro. Like, I was playing Cassante before they nerfed it. It's so fun. And now it's hard.
Yeah, I just don't think these top laners are potentially like the more like alt picks, like the Yoriks. I don't really think that they're Jace players from my experience seeing games. Definitely more like the melee top lane matchup that you've normally seen.
If you pick a Vayne top or like Varus top, dude, the spy.
T1 the spy. Holy crap. He's gonna dive tier 1 tower mid with that. Be careful.
We did see a lot of Rek'Sai in Worlds. Do you think we were going to see this kind of Rek'Sai play?
Okay, the question is, how do you view your top laner? Rek'Sai is like a lane neutralizing champion. He is like very rarely getting kills in lane or getting any real leads. He's just completely dead neutrals every lane. So when you see your opponent pick something, or you want to pick something blind, you just pick Rek'Sai because he can bully tanks and he's even to bruisers. So you just play that. That's what we were seeing at like pro play over the last like 2 months with Worlds and everything. But if UMD is like confident that RIT is like, oh yeah, that guy Mundo's probably filming himself. Let's blind Rek'Sai. Like, that's an option. Looks like from what I'm seeing right now, UMD is taking blue side, which means you don't have counter pick, but you do have first pick. So we could see a B2, even B3 Rek'Sai, or even maybe in the secondary pick ban phase, picking up a even like B4, B5 Rek'Sai as an option too. I mean, I don't think RIT is going to be blinding their top laner.
Yeah, it was the first pick going to RIT. Like the Xin Zhao we talked about earlier will be a prime real estate for.
Yeah, I mean, Xin Zhao, a strong champion, it'd be a great pickup for Pika. I don't know if he plays it or not, and they are drafting right now. We won't be able to see it until we get into the game, but
we'll try to make a quick draft analysis when we see the draft.
So the draft analysis is how many champions. Actually, what's the color analysis, right?
Color? Color palettes. We're doing color palettes.
Color palettes analysis. Okay. So, are we thinking like normally there's like 3 color palettes for League? There's purple, red, and blue. Like that's basically what you got. You got like Noxus and everyone else.
Noxus and everybody.
And like the Frelroy champions, and then you got the Void champions.
Yeah.
And like everyone else kind of follows into everything else. Like
you have yellow.
Yeah, because you got like Otacon, you got Master Yi, but that kind of like green tint. Yeah, you've got like a few of them over there. I'm saying, hypothetically, I'm going blue.
Blue is blue?
I'm blue. I'm a believer.
You're blue?
I'm a believer. My money is a blue draft. It's going to be like Ash picks. It's going to be Galio's again.
Are we counting skins?
No, just like the champion identity, like because like skins makes it anything possible. Like if it's Lux, it's like 24 different colors at the same time. Maybe 30.
I'm gonna give my faith into the void beans. You know,
You're gonna say void. You're gonna think it's a Vel'Koz coming Malzahar mid.
Give me a Malzahar mid. Give me the Flash 360R. All right, give me the Flash 360R.
Wait, did you see that there is some new tech on Malzahar?
Yeah, you can extend your.
You can extend the art.
Yeah.
You can R and flash away.
Yeah, you can flash.
Hey, you can do it over the wall.
Yes,
you can do it over the wall.
The chickens.
Yes.
You can stare at them through the chicken
You
wall.
can also do it over Dragon Pit.
Yeah, dude, crazy Malzahar tech.
Oh, the tech is unreal, dude. No one saw it coming.
Dude. Somebody gonna pull out a 6-peck technique?
Oh yeah, when you do the the 6-peck or the shy technique where you like flash TP, go into the bush, come back. Yeah, dude. Maybe the shy was watching too much.
Yeah, maybe.
So was Ben.
Yeah.
Did that Rek'Sai play from him top lane into Dokla? Holy dude, that guy like power dive with 0 minions.
Dude, you don't even edit it. You just get that snippet, put it on YouTube, put a 6-peck.
It's just
the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
I've been watching too much.
It looks like there are for the game. They're setting up, so we're gonna get into the draft here in a second. I'm going. Okay, this is how we decide if what color is right. If at least the majority of that team must be that color, right? So you have to have like the majority. So like, if it's like 2 red, a blue, a purple, and like a yellow, it's red. The team is red.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I think
I feel like that's fair.
That's fair. I think the hard part is gonna be discerning what is purple, what is blue.
But like, okay, like if you look at like the template, like the character picture, and you're like, okay, if I'm gonna say a color for that. Like,
are we gonna do a spectral analysis?
Spectral analysis on what the champion thing is. Like if I look at Kai'Sa, it's pretty obviously like purple. But if I look at Galio, I would say Galio like is closer to blue than he is to red or purple.
Yeah, I see that. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, and like Mbessa top is definitely a red champ.
That's red. So
is Darius.
I feel like most like Noxus is like red. Okay. Is there any like other colored?
Yasuo.
That's blue.
That's blue. Yone's red.
Yone's red.
God. Renata.
That's purple.
It's purple. Okay, I vibe with that.
His thing, her thingy is purple.
I'm just trying to like go through. Wait. So like obviously Yumi's blue, Renata's purple, Lux, yellow. Lux yellow.
I think we take Lux out of the equation. How about that? Like Lux is like a free space. Like
it's
you know,
free space. It can be any color you want.
Have you seen Elemental against Lux?
So is Ezreal blue then? Because like I would say Ezreal's blue.
Ezreal's blue.
Okay, Ezreal's blue.
Ezreal's blue for sure.
Draven's red.
Because Noxus. I mean,
Noxus. Okay.
Orange red for sure. Yeah, orange red for sure.
Orange. Yeah.
What is something?
Wait. Big question. Is Garen right? Is Garen
blue?
Okay, Garen blue.
It's like Demacian is kind of like a bluish.
It's a free take. It's a free slot then. I'm trying to think of other top laners. Camille's definitely blue.
Vayne.
I feel like Vayne is like mostly in her silhouette. I feel like it's mostly black.
Vayne is like
it has to be blue. It has to be blue.
No, Vayne is not blue.
What is it? It's just like the other. It's the other option.
Yeah, Vayne is like alternative.
Aphelios is blue though.
Aphelios is blue. Aphelios is blue for sure.
Zeri's yellow. It's like not even a question.
Yeah, it's fast. Speed. What other champ out there are we talking about? Okay.
Like,
I got one.
Okay, let's hear it. What?
Rammus.
Okay.
Rammus is yellow, for sure.
I mean, yeah. Is the grass green? Like.
well, I mean, I've seen other colored grass.
Okay.
They're not really grass, but like you know what I'm saying. Those plastic grass, and I was wondering why they don't make different colors. Like the fake grass they make for like
yeah.
Like you could have choose so many other colors.
Okay.
I know they're trying to mimic regular colored, regular glass.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like why wouldn't they make it like red?
Feels like it's evil.
A little bit evil never hurt anybody.
Dude, I want to be honest. Playing on last patch when the entire not last patch, but like last
The
spring
Noxian?
when everything was like red shifted was like really like just kind of I want to say annoying, but it made things harder to see.
You have no whimsy in your life.
I like the current color palette. It's great.
You have no whimsy.
What do you mean whimsy? You're like, oh yes, I love when my
Oh, winter map.
Oh wait, did you see the news?
Yes.
Oh my god, we got a
W.
train.
How do I make a W with my hand? Nope.
There you
W.
go, W's, big W's.
W Riot Games.
W Riot Games.
W Riot Games.
It only took us begging for how many years?
7 years.
7 years.
I wasn't playing League back then.
I didn't
but-
even play League. I've never played on the winter map. That's how new gen I am.
Yeah, dude. What?
And I've been playing for like 6 years now. 6, 7.
6, 7. Dude.
So I gotta make the joke. It was low hanging fruit.
Well, nobody ever had to make any jokes.
Imagine being the kid that goes to that school now and being known as the 6'7" kid. Like that's the only thing people are gonna know you for. And the thing is like people are gonna think, oh, he's really popular. Like you made an entire meme. But also, there's probably a format of people who are like super annoyed that like this is now a meme because of what he's did. Like they're like, come on, kid, like you had to do it. You had to make this a meme.
I rather say. I think that kid is gonna do something. Oh,
we're in.
Jumping into the game.
And the bands. Matt, those are the map 1 picks.
No, yeah, those are the fearless drafts.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hey, crazy guess.
Yeah.
Vi is going to be picked or banned.
You saw the chat.
I know. I saw the
You
chat.
saw the chat.
Oh, is that a Belveth?
Belveth, Urgot.
That's purple.
Belveth is purple. Yep.
Urgot is definitely okay. Viego's blue, and Urgot is definitely green.
Yeah. Zaya's red.
Yeah. That's red.
Red.
So 2 red,
2 red.
1 blue,
1 purple.
1 purple, 1 yellow,
Yellow.
or green. Green, yellow, combining the two.
Okay,
I'm making
okay.
it 1. Okay, there's not
Okay,
enough
okay.
champions that fit.
Oriana ban. Ooh.
That's blue though.
No.
Yes,
no,
Ori's blue.
No,
Ori is
Ori's
blue.
yellow.
No, get the hell out of here. That's Ori's blue.
Nah, Ori's.
That's blue. That's blue.
That is blue.
Okay.
All right.
And
Oh, we did to the Aurora pick.
the Aurelia is picked. No, no, it's not Aurelia. my bad. And there's the Vi.
There's the Vi.
Ultimate.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So they ban Oriana, and they're like, oh, if you ban Oriana, we're just gonna take the champion
Aurora,
that gets beat by Ori. And they're gonna take Aurora.
They
and
have
then
first pick.
response.
Yeah. They do pick up the Xin Zhao like we predicted.
I think that's a good pickup. I think that's a good pickup
the
right
Xin
now
Zhao?
for
Yeah.
RIT. So is the Xin Zhao. It's a really strong champion in this.
Ooh.
It's Aurora top.
It is Aurora top.
Aurora top.
It is Aurora
Oh my
top.
gosh, great champ.
Shout out my friend who plays Aurora top.
Yeah, no, I mean,
You're still an evil person for playing it.
dude, that's just super evil. Like, imagine playing in the game and be like, I want to play League of Legends, and then someone picks Vayne top. Like,
Yeah.
I hate you.
No, I honestly, I'd rather go into a Vayne top than Aurora top.
Okay, right now I'm winning with blue. I got
Yeah, for sure winning.
I
with
got
blue.
3. I mean,
I don't know
even
why.
If even if I give you Vi as red, like,
Yeah,
I still
okay.
got 3.
Okay. All right, we
Xin
have
Zhao's definitely yellow.
Yeah, definitely. Brum ban.
Okay, Braum ban. Looks like some ban got missed. Okay.
Okay, Jinx.
Jinx. Hui.
Okay,
I'm getting
Hui.
confirmation it was Hui was the ban.
The Hui.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Ignore what we just said.
Ignore everything.
Ignore that section. Okay, what is going to be the ADC choice here for RIT esports?
I think you play aggro here. Just take the Draven. Like take Callista. Play.
I don't
into the
know.
Jinx.
Oh.
Senna.
I don't.
FBI, open up.
FBI,
Like,
open
is he here?
Oh, a Senna Poppy pick.
Wait, is it farming Poppy though? Is it fasting Senna? Fasting Senna, the
Fasting
big
Senna?
2-5?
Yeah, the RIT bot lane is gonna get their face shoved in.
Well, that's actually not exactly necessarily true. Like, if if UMD misplay early game and Senna gets chunked out or ends up spending a lot of mana on her Q, same goes for Poppy. Like RIT has 2 range champions. They like should be able to hit level 2 first.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I think the yeah. No, RT is gonna win bot lane here. Never mind. Yeah, RT is definitely gonna have bot lane prio. Top lane prio is for sure going to UMD for the overall top.
So I'm convinced they just put their top. I feel like RT is just forever putting their top laner on tank duty, and they just say, "Hey, Godspeed." Like,
yeah. I wonder how what's gonna be their answer for Xin Zhao though. I don't know what UMD's answer to Xin Zhao is. I guess the Silas can steal the Xin Zhao R.
Yeah. The thing is, you really need to answer if you're the one engage. Like, if you're letting them engage you first, because like Senna can just free hit. Oh, but I guess so can Hui and Jinx, so it's like not exactly ideal.
The Poppy the Poppy W wouldn't have that much value. The only value that Poppy W would be valuable with
is the Xin Zhao.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think importantly enough with Poppy though, people don't realize is Poppy's value does not come as much from her dash canceling ability that we've seen at World. Is actually more the fact that like
taking people out of the fight,
making it a 3v5 really quickly is like game changing. Like that can lose you a game.
Yeah. Do you know the interaction between Poppy R and Xin Zhao R?
I think it's a stun, so it still connects.
Okay.
Like so, Xin Zhao R, I think it's just he cannot take damage when he's within that silent zone. He's still immune to crowd control though.
Yeah.
I believe that's how that interaction works.
Okay, so he won't get taken out of the fight if he got hit by R.
No, he would.
He would. It's not Gwyn.
Yeah, you're not untargetable. You're just immune to damage that is not within. So like Elise cobwebs, like Jinx trap, or like Senna root. Like all of those are still applicable to her. Like outside, like to Xin Zhao outside of the fight. Like that'll all happen.
Yeah, I think RT we're gonna again. RT will try to prioritize grubs. I don't know if they don't have top prio at all, but they kind of want grubs. I think no, they're gonna go for dragon. For sure, they're gonna go for dragon.
I think UMD should be playing really, really hard for their bot side to pick up that first dragon. Like they're gonna have top pressure anyway. Like top shouldn't really be like a concern. Get that first dragon, rotate up, pick up the grubbies, look to get those first 3 objectives in the game, play through your mid laner. Like, I do not think that Nico played super, like, bad, nor did he play, like, out of his mind to, like, note that it's an unwinnable lane. Like, Spawn did well, but it's not unwinnable.
I will have to say, Sion once... like he builds like Krennic Brooklyn or Hollow Radiance, the Aurora is not going to be able to do any damage.
Well, yeah, I totally agree with that. But the thing with Aurora is like she only has to really like get a lead early for it to be like super oppressive.
Yeah, but the issue with Aurora top is that it's hard for Aurora top to translate her lead compared to Aurora mid lane, right?
Yeah. She doesn't.
You have to expand your TP.
Yeah, I guess. I'm curious in this game state is I don't play enough Aurora to even know this, but is Aurora's passive a max health based thing, or is it just a flat damage number?
No damage.
Just flat damage? Yeah, I just don't think that's... I think if I'm RIT, I just like say, hey top, Godspeed. We're gonna put all our resources bot. And I think because if I was UMD, I would recognize this and do the same thing. Like
I think it's gonna be a bot fest.
And I think bot and mid focus, if you can get Silas to be a threat in this game, Silas does this unique thing, is he is able to roam and steal a lot of really important ultimates, being specifically the Xin Zhao ultimate, along with the Jinx R, and just can like hit some really important objectives.
Even Hui R.
Hui, that slow is pretty devastating. On a lot of targets on RIT side.
Yeah, especially how grouped up RIT will be in team fights.
Yeah, but
the same can be said for...
Be It Mike's Poppy, I think, is going to be, for me, the difference breaker and difference maker in a lot of these fights. Because if he plays well, just kind of how we saw in professional play, we saw a lot of those poppies that do really well, like can single-handedly win their team fights. I mean, we saw it from Gen G, from Doro. We saw it from Labrov on G2. Like, if you have a good poppy on your team, you can turn a fight into uneven numbers really quickly and also secure objectives, right? You can get rid of the jungler and it's not a smite fight anymore.
Yeah. Now the early poke has begun on the bot side.
Yep, and this is what I was talking about during that draft phase was Jinx might not have the ability to run away from Poppy, but the mana consumption from Senna here is so high.
Yeah, it's already like 25% gone.
Yeah, and they're really trying to fight for this level too, but it's going to be really hard. And looks like
RT is going to be able to hit level 2 before them.
And Bunnies goes through. Oh, the minion!
Blue.
MVP caster minion!
MVP caster minion. Oh, the root is going to be connected onto the... Oh.
Viet Pike.
Yeah, I don't think the Poppy was able to
damage in. Ooh. Senna is just getting hit like a truck here. Viet has to flash though. That's going to be
root connect onto the...
Oh, does not connect it to the wall though. That's a flash auto come through, and Bunny's going to have the excite. He's going to have the barrier, and it's going to be a double kill for Bunny in the bot lane, and UMD's bot is already looking desperate.
Yeah. Oh, however,
a mass wave
flash. Just popped out a flash in the mid lane. That's still huge.
Yeah, I think if he saw it on his camera perspective, he actually would have been able to fear, but I just think he was barely outside, so not able to. And he actually was counter jungled by Max here.
Yeah.
And starting off strong, has no camps available. Oh no, he has got his Krugs. Krugs are up.
Oh, fear connects.
But look at the mana from Spad. Spad has very little mana in this game, and
he could regen mana from his
W. That is true. Oh,
I don't know if that's a good choice there.
Oh, he missed it. That's gonna be huge. The change, the auto's coming through. He can flash auto attack,
but he barely gets out, and now the Xin Zhao is gonna come in and try to clean up.
Wait, I'd never seen that interaction happen before, and he gets the solo kill Nico. Oh! Meanwhile, top side.
Top lane.
Oh, the solo kill. And UMD is striking back with the much-needed solo kill.
Volatile game so far. 4 minutes, 5 kills already. That's more than 1 kill per minute.
This is going to be a bloodbath, and we're going to see an early Cole picked up for Bunnies here. Meanwhile, the Flash Q picking up another kill for Pika here. Evening that out, gonna force the TP from Hui.
But RIT already have the Feat of Warfare.
Yeah, that's a really important thing. Feat of Warfare is gonna make sure that they get those feats of strengths if they're able to secure these upcoming objectives or first tower.
Yeah, and especially with the top lane being a Sia and bot lane having so much pressure on the RIT side, it's gonna be hard for UMD to take first tower.
Yeah, but look at this top lane. I mean, the Sion, he has an HP lead, and even though he's getting harassed, he just can regen so much.
Yeah, I think the Aurora is playing a bit too far up, or using his ability too haphazardly.
They're able to get the root, though.
Oh, the CC connects. I think the Poppy
and that's
is
an excite. They're looking to run
it.
Ooh, they're just gonna. They could look to base here. They don't even really have to.
Yeah, look at where Silas is. Oh, okay. I think the Silas is not gonna go towards the bot lane.
Yeah, Silas, looking at his runes and itemization choice, picked up the Ruby Crystal, getting some extra HP. Makes me feel like he's going to be going for either a Rod of Ages or Hextech Proto Belt.
Yeah, the bot lane is going to be excited more and more, especially with Zinx, with Cole.
Yeah, and UMD's bot lane seems to be the catalyst for RIT in both these games. I mean, the bot lane control is really causing them a lot of issues.
Yeah.
In both game 1 and 2, we saw the Senna this game fall behind, and in game 1, we saw the Swain, and it looks like he's going to go through. He's going to hit something.
3-man collapse.
He has so much here. The flash comes out. They force it away, and they're actually going to steal away the dragon fight using that mid lane tempo, and they hit onto the Hui. They're going to go in for a lot of damage, and it's going to be the ultimate coming through as well from for Silas is Nico. Nico is going to get knocked up. He has no way out. He has no flash. He's going to get a kill onto Bunny, and Bunny is 4-0. Holy.
I think that's a smart choice played by RIT by just giving this first dragon, which doesn't really matter a whole lot. They're able to secure more kills for their ADC and prevent their own lead getting taken over.
Yeah. And the smite coming out from Max here is going to secure that objective. And looking at the CS difference, he's up by 2 camps, and he's already able to keep his tempo, going for those respawning chickens into Krag's top side. He's just going to making his tempo really, really effective compared to Pika this game, who seems to be still playing catch-up.
Yeah. More than 10 CS up and 4 kills up on the bot lane. UMD needs to make something happen here. I think they are putting 4 members of their team bot lane here. Oh, they're swapping Aurora bot.
Yeah, they're swapping Aurora bot so that the Senna can farm off her, but looks like he's coming through. He does get it, and it will not connect. And they pick up this, but they're bowling them off the wave. That's the more important thing here. And Aurora, she's able to be a really big threat here just because of the level 6, and that's going to be Bunny's into a wall. The ultimate comes down from Bread. He's just too far away from the fight as Pika is level 6 here. He's not level 6, actually. He's level 5. Xinjiao going to steal his blue side camps as Bunny is actually able to bully them away, forcing out the heal, walks back to his tower, and that 4-1 Jinx is just so dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. They should be glad that the Jinx build boots first. If the Jinx had a little bit more damage, that might be a triple kill.
Dude, if that Jinx had picked up a BF sword, it would be over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you think the Jinx is building first?
It would be foolish to not go Utalos.
Yeah. Oh, look at the positioning of Vi here.
She's level 6 now. Xinjiao is still nowhere nearby.
Yeah, I think Zenzao is going to go for the grubs here. I think that Zenzao is taking a conscious trade.
Bunny is knocked up into the wall. The ultimate comes down from Shenna. They're able to get something. 1 HP. Looks like they're going to pick up a kill onto the Karma, though. Karma without the flash. The flash coming out from Pika. They're really putting a lot of gold to make sure that Bunny stays behind. And this
Jinx
so
is
much time,
able to
though.
live.
Look at Max. He's able to pick up another objective for his team.
Yeah.
When they tell you to play safe bot side.
Yeah, totally play safe bot side.
But they look, he still hasn't died.
Yeah, he still haven't died. The shutdown is not given away. The only thing expended is the support's life. To be honest, support's life doesn't really matter.
Yeah, true. With the way catch-up XP works, with all the other members on the team hitting level 6. The average, though, is not level 6, importantly enough. Yeah.
The Void Grubs, all 3 of them going to RIT again this game. You really don't want to see that happen, especially with the Scion.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Scion's able to health stack so much more effectively than we're going to see a stacking coming out from Senna. I mean, yes, she does get to harass him, but it's really going to show that this Aurora pick early, which I thought was going to be mid, is really seeming to be a problem for UMD.
Like, again, it's just very hard to draft around a top lane Aurora.
Yeah, it's normally as a R5 counter pick into a lot of other champions.
Yeah.
Scion is one of the best champions, and we're already see, I believe he is stacking up a significant amount of HP.
Senna just having so much trouble wave clearing against the Scion.
Yeah, you just can't really match him.
Now we see the Zenzao is able to finish this another full clear and is maybe looking for mid lane.
Yep, and Senna is able to get some good auto attacks down, getting some good damage, but it's just really not that effective.
Yeah, he can't even break through his shield.
Yeah.
He's just taking tower. He's just ignoring him.
Laning.
Oh, we have a potential collapse on the bot lane. It's slow onto the Poppy.
Forcing that out. Is he going to see the knockup come down? He gets the auto attack, the knockup on everything. As Via is forced to go back in, he will fall. Bunny's picks up his fifth kill of the game. And RIT are in the driver's seat.
Yeah, more than 2k gold lead to RIT 10 minutes into the game. This game is looking more and more dangerous for UMD unless they're able to find a opening and maybe shut down the Jinx.
Yeah, I just don't think UMD have a really strong in with the Aurora pick in the top lane, and Silas. Well, Silas is doing actually all right into this way with going, it looks like, a Rod of Ages with the Catalyst pickup.
Yep, RIT is able to secure this another.
I think that's a
trade.
Kraken completion, looking at the itemization.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Which is really interesting. I just think Yoomtails just provides so much more power.
Well, Yuntal is a somewhat of a scaling-ish pick because of
The crit scaling
the
aspect.
crit scale. And also, initially, like the first item being like a 25% crit doesn't really add too much value compared to a Kraken, which spikes more, like way more than like buying a Kraken definitely spikes. Oh,
we're gonna see him go in here. That's gonna be the ultimate. Oh, that's everything. The lockdown coming out from UMD, picking up a kill onto Hui. While we were talking, you just panned to the mid lane to see another kill. And with that kill, though, they don't gain much priority for any objectives on the map.
yeah, ultimate expended, but objectives are not spawning yet, so I think that is still a positive for UMD.
Yeah, I think going back to the argument over Kraken Slayers, a lot of time you'll see players force these stronger first item spikes when they're in game states that require them. And I think with Jinx being in a game state that sees her team in a pretty comfortable lead, along with herself being really far ahead, right? Like, look at that itemization difference. I mean, the Scion is just proxying now.
Yeah, they can't do anything to Scion. Even with Hollow Radiance of Wave Clear is insane.
Yeah, so we're just going to continue to see that gap grow, and I think Jinx can afford to go for the better scaling option.
Oh, maybe there's a potential dive in the bot lane. We see...
No, Pika going to look in. Is going to hit the Q auto engage. That's going to see a mark coming out. It looks like Spat is here. Ultimate flash coming out from Max. Going to insect them around, picking up one, looking up two. That's going to be the support and the jungler for UMD falling as Bunny's going to keep that KDA up and thriving.
I think that's a vision issue. I think the UMD Vi decided to engage without proper vision on the RIT's team and still decided to do it. If he had proper vision, he definitely would not have chose to do the same.
Yeah, and as this game continues, I just wonder, like, what can UMD do? I mean, I'm watching the boss in the top lane right now.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you can farm stacks off me. Like, this isn't Smolder bot. Like, this is Senna.
He's just walking. Maybe they'll be able to shut him down. But we see the bot lane rotating up.
Oh, they rotate up, and he just ults to create himself some little space, and he knocks them two away, though.
Poppy!
Wait, that is... Oh, he flashed over the wall, and it's the boss surviving the Messi of League. But instead, it's RIT's Daegun just showing another masterclass top lane game where he's up by nearly 10 CS at 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And Max just comes in to smite that. Oh, does not actually get the smite. He looks the bully away.
Don't engage
Gets
there.
the knockout. That's going to be Karma. Everything's falling down to Senna. Looks to throw that ult down, and Jinx with Bunnies. His here is just auto attack locks it. Unstoppable. Tries to get away onto the Karma. Unable to stop him. And Jinx with that cold completion is looking at such a massive gold delta between her and Senna.
Yeah, we can see definitely way more restraints coming from RIT than compared to UMD. UMD seems to getting a little bit riled up here with being that far down. They're trying to look for an opportunity, but maybe that's the downfall.
Goes through. They're going to look onto Max here. Max going to pull up the ultimate, trying to get away. He's actually going to go onto the plant and get out. And he's just out for free.
He just lives.
That is a really great mechanical performance from Max. Max is able to use the jungle camp that's still alive to get him to the blast cone, then get himself out.
Yeah, the Senna static shifts just does not have enough damage to kill Max at the time.
UMD seems to be lacking damage overall, as Scion is like, sure, I'll pop my W while you hit me. I don't even take damage.
Yeah. The Hollow Radiance completed. I don't think UMD is able to do any damage without Vi there.
No, and we're going to eventually see Scion start the proxy bot lane again.
You can see UMD hovering around Rift.
We're seeing Jinx go for a very gold effective 2-item spike. The Kraken into the Sheen item is just what we see a lot of higher MMR games actually do. Well, meanwhile, Max actually going to go in. He's going to get pushed around by them as the ultimate comes down from Jinx. Will hit them into the mid lane as via Mike and Linux on the Senna are just forced to walk away. They trade HP, but this Vi hovering just inside the brush. They know that they're there. Silas is on the way. They get the ward. They get the spotted down. But do they see Silas?
I don't see
Watch Silas and the spa on the map. Spad could get caught out here.
Oh, TP expanded. Aura,
that's
Aura
going to be engaged
flanking.
onto them. TP comes down. Bunnies is able to get away. They're going to get some.
Aura flank, all going down.
On the both
a
of them.
full combo
Damage
into the team.
Why Silas?
What have you done to get Max?
Away. That's a massive 2-3 kills for the likes of UMD, and not a single return from RIT. Flashes, heals, barriers extended, but be damned, not a single thing will do. Oh,
that's a properly executed flank by both the Aurora and the Silas, able to shut down the RIT bot lane and jungler, pulling themselves back towards the game. However, they still lose the feat of strength due to the Sion split pushing.
Yeah, I mean, Sion is able to take that tower, and though they pick up this second dragon for themselves, buying them more scaling time towards Soul Point, with those kills going, it looks like onto Vi. I'd rather have seen those go onto the likes of the Aurora or even into Silas.
Yeah. Ideally, Aurora more, because we do want to see the assassination of the bot lane. Because the bot lane is going to be the main threat for UMD. And if the Aurora can assassinate the bot lane every fight, then it will be an easy fight for UMD.
Yeah, we're seeing Bunnies go for this PD, which is this really focus on one target sort of build. This is a very much like a situational solo queue build versus the more traditional you'll see recommended, the likes of going into Windtails, Infinity Edge, Runa's Hurricane. And I think it does have a lot of value, but it's spiking right now, right?
Oh, look at the positioning of the RT.
Oh, but it's Aurora. This champion is so fast. Once they get this passive proc, it's really hard to just lock her down.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to try to find something onto Sion here. He's trying to find a way to look for an ultimate to kind of turn himself around, but there's just so much CC. They take the Vial. That's going to be both, though. It's going to cancel everything, and he's just getting eaten alive, and that will be him falling. The passive is procced with no objectives on the map.
Oh, RT is trying to take something for his death. He's able to break mid-tier 1 here.
Yeah, but look how fed Max is. Right now, Max has 1, looking towards that second item completion, and they're trying to collapse onto them, but Bunnies able to space themselves away, and Max providing healing. That's going to be the redemption coming through. They're providing space. Aurora on the backside, though. Bunnies will fall to Nico, and they're looking for more and more after another, and this is going to be UMD turning this around. That's going to be inside the tower range, and the tower for the double kill, and Bread's very yummy is just looking after another kill. Bunnies getting caught. He thought he was safe in that positioning, and the flank is so strong.
Yeah. The Zinzao was able to create so much space in front, but it could not protect damage from behind.
Yeah.
The Aurora flanks caught RT bot lane once again. And we can see the Aurora is even building. It's not even a burst build. It's a anti-tank build with the Andres there. It's still able to just pop both bot lane like a balloon.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about is while Jinx is really focusing for these team fights, that this is her time in the game, right? These 2 itemizations completions, has these 6 kills, and is going to be really strong. With RIT not able to convert a lot of these necessary fights, her scaling this in the game is kind of starting to plateau. It's going to plateau until she completes that 3rd item. She's just not going to really grow in any power the same way you'd see her grow with a likes of Untail, Infedge, and a lot of the other itemization choices. But T1, Dagon, this top lane for RIT is providing so much pressure.
I think RT right now is trying to implement a strategy where they're trying to draw as much people away from the Sion as possible and let Sion do his job.
Yeah, and that requires a lot of faith, right? You need to be allowing him to pull resources. But in doing so, to get him to pull resources, you need him to be confident enough to not die, and that requires helping establish vision.
UMD looking for the Archon here.
Yep, and Hui doing a really good job of getting some good chip damage. I would think it'd be okay to hit Otacon here and start poking them. Right, as they get this wave to crash, Sion is rotating here. So RT is actually looking to just 5v5 this out. They're like, hey, we should be pretty strong here. We got some good damage. Max potentially getting caught out. Level 13's coming out from the solo laners of UMD.
Look at the vision. Look at the vision here. They do have a vision. RT do have a
Oh, they go on to Max, though. Max is stunned up. He's going to get knocked up again and again and again, and the redemption comes through, and he dies before he's able to pop his ultimate or flash away. Meanwhile, Brett says Yummy is here, is on the ultimate. They get some much-needed space, but Max, he's not able to use enough of his opponent's abilities. Bunnies is strong with this barrier and flash, and with the jungler of RIT dead, with exchange for the support, looks like UMD just doesn't have the return and forcing the flash away from the Vi over the wall.
Yeah, there's so much threat coming from their Aurora in that fight that their RT backliner is not able to even really help Max in the front line there. But
he had to cast the ultimate as Poppy engaged on him.
yeah,
it's a really hard thing to react to. Like, let's not lie. Being able to react from out of vision is going to be a difficult thing, but he had to do it as, you know, or flash it in order to provide himself just a second longer. But UMD, though, let's highlight the fact that they were able to follow that CC chain, not giving him a moment to flash, a moment to ult, and he just died. If that did not happen in the sequence that it did, RIT could have very easily turned that fight.
Yeah. RT now looking to get their Drake. We have to pay attention to the Silas, who's now becoming a threat with 2 items finished. Rod of Ages and Riftmaker making it really tanky with 10 stacks of darts.
Oh, Sion with the Q, the follow-up. They're going to pick up the kill onto Fiat Mike here as Poppy, as Nico's going to go in by himself. All 5 members of RIT as Pico's trying to look for something by himself. He's going to fall as a double kill comes up from Bunny. Bunny dodges the root from Senna. Meanwhile, Brett is very yummy, sitting here with his support, watching his team crumble into pieces as they lose the Otacon, trying to go for some sort of steal here. Oh, you're right. No ultimate. Blocked off by the Hui. Jinx with the Excite. They're going to look to take the Dragon.
I think it's a double objective here. I think UMD has to take fights where they can flank.
Yeah.
If they can put people behind the RT lines, like the impenetrable lines that Sion and Max is building up, it's really hard for them to penetrate. They need the Aurora in the RT backline, or else they're not going to be able to win a team fight.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Max and Daigun right now are doing such a great job of establishing that protective line for Jinx. The Xin Zhao ultimate is able to provide so much space, along with Daigun just being like, you have to hit me. If you do not hit me, I will start channeling a knock-up on your carries. And while it is very telegraphed, it forces key stuns from UMD here.
Yeah. Aurora's Bloodletters is finished, reducing. It's basically a. Yeah, Aurora's Bloodletter finish and Black Cleaver finish. 2 Black Cleaver finish onto UMD side, but only 1. Oh, anti-tank. Oh.
Bunnies looking for some good poke here. They're going to see Via get some good targets. A thing to note, though, is you can't actually target the shadows as Bunnies actually gets full engage. Everything is thrown on top of him. Oh my god, so much healing keeps him alive. They're not able to burst him down. Redemption is not even available with a support item. Going in, Redemption falling down for the home team as the ultimate comes down from Jinx. The Sion is just walking at them, providing space. Max is trying to follow up on the Brett is Yummy, getting ulted away. Provides some space for his team, but that's going to be Hui and him. 1 kill after another. That is 2. Jinx is able to look for some good damage. Triple for Hui. Spad is looking strong. No objectives on the map. They turn their eyes towards this mid tower.
Yeah, the amount of healing and shielding coming from Karma is literally criminal. But you do have to say one thing that UMD is not doing is they don't have any anti-heal.
Yeah,
not even a passive one.
An anti-heal there, even from like an ability like Ignite, would have been enough to stop Jinx from just dying there. I mean, the fact, looks like Nico trying to go in onto Silas. He does have enough damage to really cancel a lot of what he does. He's gonna
look at where Jinx at.
But Jinx is just right there. And the thing is, Daigun's just like, yeah, use those abilities. I got an 80 carry here. He's just gonna mess up your day. Oh, that's the Aurora TP. We saw it. Going over the wall,
but spotted,
pushed around, getting knocked up, dodging, uses the ultimate, runs away, but the wall will stop them. The Jinx ult comes through, 300 HP. Speed up again. Spad is like, I found you. I've got your number. And they're going to look to go through. Auto canceled. They have Baron up. RIT looking through the mid lane here. That's going to be the Redemption going down. The ultimate comes down. Is going to see Silas tanking the Silas ult. The Sion ultimate. Redemption one after another. Bunny is melting them with the double, looking for the triple as Pika flashes over the wall. They've cleared the mid wave. and with a Baron on the map, they're going to look to take the inhibitor.
Yeah, the Aurora definitely played a little too fast there. UMD's team was not able to follow up in time for
Yeah.
the flank.
The positioning of that flank
Oh.
is they actually look to end the game potentially off this cannon minion.
They do
cannot
have the
afford
Scion.
to let it get targeted as the next wave comes through. Scion taking a lot of damage, lives 1 HP, actually will fall towards it. Meanwhile, Max picks up a kill onto Senna. Senna does secure the kill onto Scion, finally getting him off this game, but the Nexus was
think
exposed
this
at 25
game-
minutes. They push them away. Max coming back in, and that's going to be last hit. 2-0.
Wow, that was a clean game coming from RIT. There's one hiccup from the flank of Aurora, but once they figure that out, they've been diligently protecting their backline.
Yeah, I really like the highlight, the adaptation that RIT made in that game to be like, hey, as long as we do not let the flanks to occur, we can play this front to back comp and we have a lead. And as soon as they played that, we saw every fight go their way.
Exactly.
UMD, they had a way in. We saw them win fights with their team style, but when that style was not implemented, there was no real chance.
Yeah, they were behind from 2. If they are able to play a little bit more safe early on, I think it'll be less one-sided. But congratulations to RIT 2-0 against UMD.
Yeah, strong showing. And I mean, who do you think deserves the MVP of this series? I mean, who do you think is the most valuable player? For me, I
Ooh.
think it's a split between Bunnies in that game too and Max over that series. But also, it would kind of be crazy not to highlight Spot a little bit. I mean, that Galio,
Yeah.
once he started going, it was blowing people up, and Hui, same thing, goes towards that too.
I think my personal favorite is definitely has to go for the Galio.
The Spot,
Yeah,
yeah, Spot
Galio.
had a great performance. For me, I think I'm going to highlight Max did a really good job of counter jungling. You could kind of see UMD's jungler getting thrown off their game. Pika was just not able to be on the tempo. He wasn't really playing his game.
Yeah.
He was forced to play Max's game, farm the camps that like Max wanted him to farm by counter jungling and causing pathing changes. And that might seem small, but forcing them to play that game allows you to be like, I know where the ganks are going to come from. I know where the vision's going to be. And it really saw RIT with strong objective control in these two games.
Even in game 1 where RIT didn't have all lane prio, Max is still able to play these jungle games that slowly and surely steer the game towards their way.
Yeah, no, I think that's, hey, everyone's got their own MVP at the end of the day, but do you got any other words to finish us off for tonight?
Again, congratulations to RIT, but also congratulations to UMD also put out an insanely strong fight. I'll say kudos to both side of players, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great night.